So back again. Thanks for the appreciation of the last video discussing how to use the EQs to blend a couple of tunes together. I wanted to touch on another way that this can be done, which is ignoring the EQs altogether and just using your faders. This is not a technique that I would have ever thought of, as when I started DJing, it was in the days when the DJM 600 was a fairly common mixer. Every mixer had EQs specific to the channels. But a friend of mine who'd been DJing forever told me that back in the day, most mixers didn't have that. They would have an EQ for your master output only. So you were forced to use entirely your faders, crossfader or up faders, to be able to make a mix work. So naturally, with EQing your mix and you're taking some of the tune out of the track that's coming in, you can bring the fader right to the top without it screwing your levels too much, because you've taken big chunks of the tune away from the mix. If you're mixing with only your faders, you really can't do that without pumping too much sound through the system. If you haven't left any headroom in your master level, you're going to spike it. You could redline. But it is an interesting technique to play around with. It creates really nice, full sounding mixes, but it is also quite unforgiving. You're not hiding anything from the mix other than the volume levels of the tracks. If you've picked tracks that are not in nice keys or have odd syncopation with each other, it's really going to highlight that it's crap. But if you've got the right tracks, it actually really sounds quite nice. So using the same tunes as yesterday, Swaso's Keep Balance, and into Keenan's Sovereign rework of Nothing by James Holden, Julie Thompson. Found they work quite well together. They're in the same key. They've got a good tempo and a matching energy level. So yeah, let's see how we go. Sort of 8 out of 10 on the fader, and then wait for a frame change to bring it up further as you take the other one down. Notice it has given us one extra LED on the master, so that's why you're going to make sure you've got a bit of headroom. Change, we'll drop this down and bring the other one up. And again, this one down, this one up. Right as this breaks down. And we're done. So yeah, that's a way you can get from A to B without using any EQ. You've just got to be conscious of your fader levels, never taking both tunes right to the top. Kind of think of it, nice analogy of ensuring there's enough space in the room for everything to happen. If this tune that's playing's, imagining you're taking up 80% of the space in the room, and you can only bring this one up to fill in the rest of it. And then as you want more of this one, you've got to take some of the other one away to give it space to exist. Can be a bit hesitant on your levels. It's not a technique I'd use on an unfamiliar sound system or an unfamiliar mixer, but it does create some nice sounding mixes. So yeah, hope you enjoy.